Hello, viewers. This is attorney Naresh Gehi, and welcome to Green Card with Gehi. And firstly, thank you so much for the overwhelming response. So today we are going to discuss about some very interesting issues in immigration. And people have been asking me for options, especially people who are in the United States, as well as people who are outside the United States, as to what is this e-visa all about and how can it help people who are in the US on an H-1B and they are getting terminated? And how can it help somebody who's abroad to come into the United States and work under the e-visa category? Since this topic is very important, we have divided this session into two parts. Number one is going to be about the E1 visa category that we are going to talk about this week. And next week, we are going to talk about the E2 visa category. Now, the bottom line is that if there are any questions, we are going to take it at 6:45. So we request our viewers to stay until 6:45, then we can start taking the questions. So number one, let's talk about the E1 visa. What is the E1 visa? That's critically important. E1 visa allows you to come into America and work in America. Not many people know about this, but it does not apply to every single country. The country has to be listed on the US Department of State website. And if your country is listed on the United States Department of State website, this is a golden opportunity for people. I call it as the golden opportunity to come and work in the United States if you qualify for the e-visa. So e-visa is divided into the E1 visa category as well as the E2 visa category. So the very first thing is you need to make sure that your country is listed on the Department of State website. India is not listed. Many countries are listed. Pakistan is listed. Bangladesh is listed. Most parts of the United Kingdom are listed over there. Then you have Taiwan that is listed. You have Australia there, Singapore there. Look at the fact whether you belong to these countries. If you're from Finland, you may be in. So look at whether you are from an E1 visa qualifying country. What is the biggest benefit of the E1 visa? The E1 visa applies to people who trade with the United States. I'd love to explain very slowly to our viewers. Now, people, when they think about trade, oh my God, this means that I should have billions of dollars in trade. The answer is no. That makes life easy. You need to show under the E1 visa category that you are doing substantial trade with the United States. Trade can take many forms. If you're a citizen of Canada right now, think about the E1 visa. You are a computer company and you're regularly trading with the United States. And if more than 50% of your trade is with the United States, fantastic. Think about the E1 visa. Doesn't matter. Why? Because the good news for you is under the E1 category, you can start your office in America, you can work for your company in America, and your spouse can also get a work permit. This is fantastic. Does it only apply to computer companies? The answer is no. It applies to different industries. You're in the garment business. You're in the transportation business. You are in the sales business. You're in the manufacturing business. But what the lawyer will have to do is work with you to ensure the fact is whether your company is engaging in substantial trade. Now, what people like about our show is that we try to explain the law to our viewers in simplistic terms. I've done e-visas, so I know exactly what immigration looks at, because from experience. So now substantial trade is real simple. You're a truck driver, you have these 15 trucks. I'm taking a trucking company, coming back and forth to America. Now you're getting contracts in America from anywhere in the United States. And you want to say, yes, Mr. Gehi, I definitely want to have my presence in the US. So before you contact me, go to the Department of State website, and we've also given you that link over there. And read the link. For example, there are countries that are listed over there. I'm trying to just quickly screen through it. There are many countries that are listed over here. For example, you're looking at Canada, you're looking at Pakistan, you're looking at Bangladesh. Look up your country first. Australia. That's a simple list given to you by the Department of State, whether your country qualifies as an E1 visa country. Now, if you do qualify, next thing to do, email us at info@gehilaw.com. Tell me two things. One is either, Mr. Gehi, I have been dealing in software export to the United States. I've been in the transportation business. I've been in the sales business. I'm in the export and import business. And I'm regularly trading with the United States. Fantastic. Easy. Then we can work on the process. Why do people use this category? Very simple. You want to come to America? Come under this category. You can start your company here. Continue your trade with a foreign company. At the same time, your wife can get a work permit. She can work anywhere. Your husband can get a work permit. She can work anywhere. And above all, your children are legal. They can go to school, but they cannot work in America. What does the government want to see? That you are engaging in a managerial or in a supervisory position. And if you can show that you're going to be a supervisor, and if you're a manager, and the term of this visa is for a period of 2 years, and that can be continued indefinitely as far as you get the trade on. Brilliant. And the other thing is that it follows the dual intent doctrine, which means you're married to somebody here. And you are from an e-visa country. Your husband or your wife, who's your derivative beneficiary, finds a sponsor in America. Fantastic. She can get sponsored for a green card. So there are ways out. So if you, and we've been helping a lot of people from Canada, and these people are Canadian citizens, you have to be a citizen of those countries. If you're a citizen of these countries, that's enough. Get in touch with us. We'll be looking into the details for you. And folks, the best way to contact me, I've been getting a lot of questions. I need to apologize because of COVID. Phones have been overwhelming, but info@gehilaw.com comes to me directly. And I want Dan to type that out for our viewers. info @gehilaw.com. Even it's written on our website. So if you're looking for a faster response, a better response, email me directly, folks. So you don't even have to wait for my assistant to call you back, because I'm more like a techie. And, I prefer like kind of, getting emails, in those cases. And if I get that, then I can help you a lot. So this is critically important. And I got a lot of questions from people who said, Mr. Gehi, I'm on an H-1B visa holder. I just lost my job. Think about the e-visa also. You're from Pakistan. You're lucky. It's an e-visa country. Show that you've got this experience now, and now you want to start your business, I'll be able to help you out. So ultimately, it depends on exactly like, how you counsel the person, and how do you come up with creative ideas that can help the client in a bona fide way to secure his status in the United States, using the law properly and working within the confines of the legal system is the right way to handle your immigration problems. If you're from Bangladesh, if you are from Canada and you're a Canadian citizen, and if you're a citizen of Finland, if you're from Australia, you're just about to lose your job. So make sure that you explore this opportunity. And this can be extremely helpful to a lot of people who belong to these countries. Now, what kind of people call me from the e-visa side? So first thing is that they go to the consular website and they clap, yay, good news that I'm a member of the e-visa country. then either the person doesn't have a business, but he has a small business, but he wants to start a business in the US. He wants to buy a gas station. This is E2 visa, not E1. Now we are talking a little bit about E2 visas. He said, yes, Mr. Gehi, I want to buy a gas station. Fantastic. Show substantial investment in the US, buy a gas station, buy a franchise. If not, you have an existing company. As I gave you a fantastic example of a software company, a garment export company, transportation company, and you're regularly trading. You are regularly trading with the United States of America, and you are a member of that country. You don't even need an investment. You do not even need an investment. You have $20,000, start your office. I'll be happy to help you. Because you may just need an office, 3-month lease or whatnot. So you don't have to show that you need 200,000 if you are engaging in trade and if your country falls under the E1 category. So this can be fantastic for a lot of people, and they do not know about this. And if you want to settle, we can make it happen. And it follows the dual intent doctrine. So that's again good for you. You may be able to show that you have an immigrant intent. Your children can go to school over here. Your spouse can work in America. And I think this is a great opportunity for people who are looking at settling in the United States to do business. Other than that, I get questions that, Mr. Gehi, my bigger question is that exactly, I'm on an H1 right now, and I do belong to the this category. Can something be worked out during the 60-day period? Sure. If you are from Pakistan, if you're from e-visa countries such as Bangladesh, or if you are from, Jamaica, or if you're from, look at your country, Albania, and if you're from France, of course, consider that as an opportunity. And I recently got, a call from someone who said he's a brilliant artist, and he wants to think about the e-visa. Of course, you can. If you're going to show that, if you're an artist, either you want to invest in this country and kind of basically rise to a top level, there may be an opportunity for you. But you have to tell me what you want to do so that we can try to make this happen for you. And over the years, I've seen that surprisingly, e-visas are easier than H1B these days. Now, another question I got from a viewer is about an H1B. That, Mr. Gehi, I live in New York, and my appeal for an H1B has been denied. What can I do? We can help you to fight that case in federal court. Yes, federal court. And I know that not many federal lawyers. We happen to be federal lawyers, and we fight those cases, and before the judge over here, which means before the federal court if you're based in New York. And don't be surprised. You may be successful, or the government may kind of take back the decision and grant an approval. You never know. So doesn't mean that if your H1 appeal is denied, it's the end of your case. Don't think about it like this. Keep fighting for your rights. That's number one. Secondly, there are two types of lawyers. Basically, ones are those who just basically do, a certain area like only employment-based immigration. It may be difficult for them to think outside the box. When you're dealing with an unusual situation, you need to think outside the box. So there was a case wherein we had an H1B visa holder a while ago. After I heard a story, he was about to lose his status. Then at that time, we applied for asylum. And then in between, he found a sponsor. And then we were able to get him back on his H1B because he did not violate his legal status. But you have to make sure that you look at every case under a microscope. You cannot just basically file an application and later on kind of, regret over the fact. Of course, I'm not perfect, I'm a human being. But at the end of the day, we all can work together and try to basically come out with a solution that may be acceptable and that may save you from the clutches of an impending doom, especially when you have, you are in a position wherein you are going to lose your legal status in this country. Critically important. And as I said, if you're on a visitor's visa, you can change it to an E1 visa if you are from that country. If you're on a visitor's visa, you can change it to an E2 visa. If you're abroad watching this show in Singapore right now, you can think of coming and settling in America under the E2 visa or under the E1 visa. So folks, it's all about guiding. It's all about knowing the law. It's all about you working properly and making sure that you do the right thing. And a lot of computer companies who are kind of the owners of these companies who are nationals do not know about this visa category. Even employees who are citizens of those countries can come into the US and work under this category. That's the beauty of the e-visa, which is not explored by a lot of people, because the mindset is that everything is an H-1B. Yes, it is for people who are not a part of the treaty trade program of the United States. So always first look whether your country falls under the E1 or the E2 program, then you take it from there. So now, thank you to the moderators, Dan, for the fabulous job. And thank you, folks, for the overwhelming response. And you can keep spreading the word. And that makes the show very interesting. And only request, keep it very clean. I prefer people who are very kosher, very nice, and straight to the point and respectful. And that's the beauty of the show. And people have been fantastic in this regard. So let's open the floor for questions. And if you have to reach me, info@gehilaw.com. Good evening, Ravinder.
Hi, Naresh. Just wondering, what is the difference between the TN visa and E1 or E2 visa?
All right, TN visa needs, okay, let's take a simple example. TN requires a professional, number one. And TN is example, if I'm an accountant with a CPA, I'm an attorney, then I would go for the TN visa. And also the good thing about the TN, you can also have an indefinite extension. But the bigger thing which I see about the TN is it's listed to a particular category of people. And you're looking at professionals. But when you're looking at an e-visa, I can be a businessman. I can be someone who doesn't have the education. I want to do business in the US. I can be a trader. I don't have that education, but I have the business acumen and I'm trading. Simple example is that let's look at people, who are fantastic. And I really admire the business acumen of people who are in the transportation business. Some of them are millionaires in Canada and they come to the US regularly. And, some of them have garment businesses now, but they don't have the education. So they can explore the E1 or the E2 visa category.
Okay, let's put it my case.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to find a job in US. I'm a business analyst. And so which one is much easier? Because so far I know it's TN visa.
Okay. Do you have a business in Canada right now?
I'm sorry?
Do you own a business in Canada?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have a lot of experience as a business analyst?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So then just do me a favor, send me an email. And then after that, I can talk to you in person about this. info@gehilaw.com, because there are a few things that we prefer that you have an avenue. So if you could just email me, that'd be fantastic.
Okay, sure. I will do that.
Ravinder, info@gehilaw.com. And I'd be happy to communicate with you. You have an avenue, but I need to talk to you and review your resume.
Okay, sure.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a blessed evening. Yes. The other participants can come in. Nischal, Anand, how are you today?
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Please.
Okay. My question is, sir, that I have a business in Canada, which
yes,
is.
Sir. Firstly, are you a Canadian citizen?
I am, sir. I am.
Superb.
I have a business in Canada, sir. I have a sports equipment business.
What business is it?
Sir, basically cricket retail, cricket equipment.
Excellent, excellent.
Now, I was earlier eyeing the E2 visa, sir, but obviously with your seminar, the E1 also came in mind. The only question I have is I do trade to the US, which means I send my cricket equipment across to US customers, but it's a small part of what I sell across. So it's not a
That is something that we can discuss. And if you're exporting to the United States, the law on the point is that as far as we can show, that it is substantial in nature, we should be able to overcome this issue.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
have
That
a
was the only
short,
point.
yeah, you can email me at info@gehilaw.com. I think you have a good case.
I'll do that, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. info@gehilaw.com.
Will do, sir. Will do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Juju, how are you? Juju,
Yes.
good evening.
Evening.
Yes, where are you calling from, Juju?
I'm calling from Ghana.
Huh?
I'm calling from Ghana.
Ghana.
Yes.
Okay, what's your question, sir?
Please, I'm a student. Can I get an e-visa to the US?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm a student in Ghana.
Okay.
And I'm asking, will I be able to get access to the E1 or E2 visa?
Okay, is your country a part of the even visa program?
Yes.
Okay, so the good thing is that, are you engaging in trade or can you invest money in a business in America?
Yes. I started a trading currency.
You trade in currency. Are you licensed?
I trade with traders, so I'm not sure.
Okay, if you're trading in currency, you should have a license for that.
Yeah, I trade with a broker.
Huh?
I trade with a broker.
Okay, good. So you'll have to take the exams. You need to pass the exams before I take up your case. Otherwise, I may not take up your case because when I feel that I cannot do a whole lot for you, I don't take up cases. So first pass the exams. And after you pass the exams, and when you are certified, when you're licensed, then I want you to spend your money. Otherwise, I don't want you to spend your money.
Okay, so how will I get exams?
First thing is get licensed and then send me an email at info@gehilaw.com and write your entire story. Let me start helping you from now.
Okay, so first I have
Can you
to
send me
get
an email, my
license.
brother?
Okay.
You send me an email right now and tomorrow I'll call you or we'll discuss on Zoom otherwise. Yes. Also, if there's any other questions, you may all ask us your questions. Mayur, you raised your hand. So please basically announce your name, everyone, and let us know where you are calling from, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mayur.
Yes, so I'm from Toronto and right now I have a Canadian PR, but next year I will be eligible for the citizenship. So I will apply for the citizenship next year. But I want to plan in advance.
Yes, a lot of
to
people
move.
do this. You can start the planning now.
Yeah,
Because once you have plan now, because we'll also have to see your tax returns and everything
yeah.
when you apply before the US government. And if you start the planning at this stage, your chances will be much better.
Okay, so my question is because I have no idea about the even visa. I little bit thinking about the E2 and TN. So my wife is a computer engineer here and she has a 15 years of experience. Right now she is working here as a contractor and she has an incorporation from last 2 years.
Very
But
good.
yeah, but I have already applied. I have opened new incorporation for me before 2 months, and I am also looking at IT job, especially
Mayur,
from
why
the.
don't you do me a favor? I would love to see your wife's resume and your resume first.
Okay,
Send me an email right now, info@gehilaw.com.
okay,
And then I can start looking at it and I can start helping you right away.
okay. So
And please send your phone number always. Everyone who's looking at the show, have your phone numbers because it's easier for me to call and answer those questions for sure.
okay, no problem. Yeah. So
All right.
okay, no problem. That's fine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Next question, please. Yes, Rakesh.
Are you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you, Rakesh. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Buffalo, New York. I'm on H4 visa and I used
Yes.
to have EAD previously.
Uh-huh.
But my priority date is I'm Indian citizen, but priority dates take longer time. Then I moved to Canada. Now I'm Canadian citizen.
Very good.
For E2 or E1?
Yes, you have a chance for that. As I said, send me your resume and send me all your information besides your resume. You need to write everything down and let me know everything you have done and you may have a chance.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, email me.
Yes.
And info@gehilaw.com.
Yes, I'm going to call you, sir, as well to discuss all
Yeah,
this.
I will call you back because of COVID.
Yeah.
We are not allowed to basically kind of sit in our office. But if you email me, I can call you from my office.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
So also I'm going to repeat the list of the countries because I'm getting a lot of calls from Canada. So I'm going to say the countries for e-visa: Albania, Argentina, Armenia, Australia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Belgium, Bolivia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Brunei, Bulgaria, Cameroon, Canada, Chile, Taiwan, Colombia, Congo, Costa Rica, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Ecuador, Egypt, Estonia, Ethiopia, Finland, France, Georgia, Germany, Greece, Grenada, Honduras, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Korea, Kosovo, Kyrgyzstan, Latvia, Liberia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Macedonia, Mexico, Moldova, Mongolia, Montenegro, Morocco, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Oman, Pakistan, Panama, Paraguay, Philippines, Poland, Romania, Senegal, Serbia, Singapore, Slovak Republic, Slovenia, Spain, Sri Lanka, as I said, Suriname, Sweden, Switzerland, Thailand, Togo, Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia, Turkey, Ukraine, United Kingdom, Yugoslavia. So if you are from these countries, you may benefit a lot. So if there are any other questions, the floor is open again. Yes, Nischal?
Just a quick question, sir. I mean, for my information, on what basis are these countries selected, sir, if I may ask?
Well, this is because of this, one has to know the law of treaties. A treaty is a contract entered into a country, wherein exactly they said that, okay, we are going to have a friendship treaty, wherein your people will be coming and working in our country and our people have the same reciprocity. So it's based upon reciprocity and agreements between the countries. Unfortunately, India is not among them, but as far as the US is concerned, they have treaties with many other countries. And I had also actually spoken to the Indian Consul General. He didn't seem interested at all, unfortunately. I don't know why.
Okay. No, I just want to get that idea. Thank you for answering.
That's a very good question. So if there's any other question, folks, let us know. And next program on Monday is going to be about E2 visas. And I've already mentioned the countries. And if you want to start a business in America, e-visas is the way to go, folks. Even now, e-visas are fine. You're not going to see major issues because there's a great friendship between these countries. And the government of the United States wants to increase the trade with these countries. So I'd also mentioned the countries. And therefore, if you did not get it, you can look at my video. This is always going to be on Facebook. And as I said, I like to kind of explain the law in layman's terms because it helps a lot for people to understand as to how the procedure would work. And believe it or not, e-visa can be excellent for people to settle in America with their families. And that is a great option for people that they've been looking for because half the time they're having all these seminars in their countries stating that you have to invest $900,000. Please don't fall in that trap because e-visa may be the easy way for you. I believe in being a straight shooter. That's why I don't talk too much about investor visas because I want people to basically know what is good for them rather than actually trying to be a seller and selling the investor's visa. It may not be needed. So Mayur has raised his hand. Yes, Mayur.
Oh, yes, so sir, my last quick question. Yeah, my last quick question is that, like, if we will be there on the E1 or E2 visa, and we gradually invest more money in our own business, not I don't prefer
Okay, so
E5
Mayur, that's why
EB5
I'm going
route.
to call you
So
up, and those
is
are
that
personal questions. Mayur, those
okay?
are
No
personal
problem. Yeah,
questions,
I got
and
it.
I would prefer just email me,
I got it.
and because you know what, that's your confidentiality. It doesn't look nice for me to, you know, explain your confidentiality to people during the show, and I respect your
Okay, got
personal
it.
information because as a privilege, I don't disclose anything about anybody's life to anybody, including my own family members. All right. Thank you. And as I said, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've written books on immigration, and I've also taught lawyers at lawyer seminars. And I'm also a member, you know, of associations like the Deportation Defense Attorneys Association and everything. So at the end of the day, if you have any questions, I'm very tech savvy, info@gehilaw.com. But if you want to call us from next week, I think things are going to get better in New York. It's 718-263-5999 for a free initial personal consultation. Stay tuned for Green Card with Gehi. Please do spread this message in Canada, folks. If you have been on the show, it's going to help a lot of people. Spread this message if you're from Pakistan, if you're from Bangladesh, if you're from Trinidad, if you're from those e-visa countries, people do not know this category. So we'll work together as friends and let's see. We'll try our best, and you know, rest is up to Mother Nature and God. Thank you so much for the show. We'll be back again on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please share the Zoom link. And our topic is going to be E2 visas. We spoke about E1. Next time, E2 visas. Stay tuned with Attorney Gehi, Green Card with Gehi. Instant program as it constitutes as an attorney advertisement under the laws of the state of New York. The information which was given on the show is general in nature and does not apply to any particular set or circumstances unless and until an attorney-client relationship is agreed upon between the client and the attorney. Thank you.